Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being with us for this week's Trinity video announcements. We appreciate you spending a few minutes of your day to hear about some upcoming programs for our kiddos, our youngest folks running around Trinity. And to help do that, we have two wonderful staff folks, Megan Doring, the coordinator of children's ministry, Bob Hobby, director of music ministry, and they're going to be telling us a little bit about not one, but two programs for our kiddos starting this fall. And the first, you might have heard in different announcements and other things, is something called E3. Megan and Bob, what is E3?
E3 is actually an arts and music program for our children, K through 6th grade. And the E3, if you've heard it for many years or you've just heard it for the first time, you may be wondering what it stands for. And it stands for exploring, experiencing, and expressing our faith through the arts, and using both music and the various arts components to help children learn and grow and be nurtured in the faith.
Nice.
It's really great. My kids especially really love it.
Excellent. So what sort of musical things do the kids do in E3?
It varies from year to year. One of the constants each year would be the two choirs. We have the children's choir, which is K through 2nd grade. It's a training choir to help kids learn some of the basics, but certainly some music. But we also want to create an environment that feels safe and fun to be able to sing and make music. And then the other choir is the 3rd through 6th grade choir. That's the junior choir. Beyond that, we do, from year to year, offer different things like Orff instruments, choir chimes. We're working on steel drums for this year for the older group. So just a variety of things where they might be introduced to some of the other musical instruments and to be able to kind of see what that's all about too. But all centered around a kind of a faith-based theme.
Absolutely. So how wonderful that they're exposed to all these different things to try that maybe they aren't getting at school or in private lessons, right? Exposure. And to reinforce that music is a fourth formation tool that the church has been using for about 2,000 years.
Right.
So fantastic. So that's the music side. What sort of artsy things are they doing?
Oh my goodness. All kinds of things. We invite people in from the community here at our church and the outside community to come in and teach kids of various things. Sometimes it is other musical opportunities, but sometimes it's learning how to blend colors together with watercolors, or learning how colors work together, or just taking some objects and figuring out how we can maybe perchance make like a cross out of it or some symbols of the church. So that's one thing that we're going to be focusing on this year.
Excellent. And is there a theme for this year's E3?
Actually, we don't do an overall theme for the year, but each component has its own theme. So for instance, for Advent, we're planning to do Advent wreaths so that the students can learn a little bit about the Advent season, but then also kind of see it play out, creating Advent wreaths, and then ultimately taking them home that we hope that they could use with their families.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Fantastic. So for each of you, what is your favorite part of being part of E3?
My favorite part of being involved in E3 is watching the kids build community with each other, but also in a vein of faith, of being able to grow in their faith together, but also to just see them build all of these friendships that maybe they wouldn't have had the opportunity to do before.
Excellent. So we have kids from different districts, different schools. So these are kids that maybe mostly aren't together all day.
Yes, definitely not. Most of them are not.
Okay. So another additional layer of community for our kiddos. Mm-hmm. Bob, what is one of your favorite things about?
Having been around a while at this place, I think for me, watching the growth, the physical growth of the students, but also, again, that sense of community and the sense of what faith means in each life, and to be able to have some older students who return and share their stories, for me, that's a very rewarding part of this type of work.
Wonderful. I'm still the newest pastor here. So can you tell me a little bit about why E3 was started, right? Nowadays, kids have so many options and so many programs they can be a part of. What was the inception of why E3 is needed?
We had a history for many years of doing music and drama kind of as a package deal.
Okay.
And, things changed probably around 2012 or around that time. And, we still felt that commitment to using the arts even beyond drama to attract kids. And the realistic thing too is that having something more than just a choir rehearsal makes it worthwhile to drive downtown. So people learn and grow in different ways. Some are visual, others, hear things and can adapt to it. But using the various arts as a means to try to teach and reach young people, we just thought. And the other thing is, because of all of the activities such as t-ball and soccer and all of the fun things that we deal with in our work here, it also is a chance to have shorter components so families can feel like they can jump on at certain times throughout the year and not miss everything completely. As, say, doing a drama production for an entire semester, it would be difficult to find a good spot to jump in and to be a part of the group. So it's helped us and served us well in that way too.
Excellent. And when does the E3 program for this year begin?
It starts on September 10th. Mm-hmm. It's on Wednesday nights from 4:30 to 6:15. At 6:15, we have a dinner that everyone, it's for families, not just for students, but for anyone who comes. They can participate in the dinner afterwards, and that's for a free will offering donation.
And in my experience, most of the families stay. Like, it's a chance for families to eat together, for parents to connect with other parents. Like, it again serves as community for the kids and for the adults in their lives.
For sure.
Excellent. And what's the age range again for E3?
Kindergarten through 6th grade.
So does that mean that we don't offer any faith formation for kids under K?
No.
What?
This year, we will be having Catechesis of the Good Shepherd on Wednesday nights for children 3-year-olds to 5. And they will be able to come for that whole time from 4:45 until 6:15. And also their families may join in the dinner with the E3 kiddos. And they'll be doing faith formation. Really, it's just amazing. I had one grandparent come in and help with the class on Sunday mornings, and she came back like just blown away. She couldn't believe the calmness and the seriousness from the kids of taking time to have time to listen to God. And it's probably one of the most impactful programs I've ever done in my career of teaching and everything, just to sit in that room with those kids and listen to what they have to say, just because they have that opportunity to sit and listen, but also take in and understand and learn more about what it is that we do during the church service. That is a big part of the what we call preschool or primary catechesis, is learning about the church service and then learning about all of the stories about Jesus. And so they have like just an amazing, deep understanding of what faith is. They have that is just what we've seen. And so on Sunday morning, I've just heard from so many parents that these kids wanted more time. And so we're gonna give this a whirl. We're gonna try it on Wednesday nights and see how it goes.
Okay.
If it feels like that time seems really long, I want to offer this to parents that in most places where they do Catechesis of the Good Shepherd, in many Catholic churches and schools, the Catechesis of the Good Shepherd is anywhere from 2 hours to 3 hours. 2 hours is the optimum time.
Okay.
So giving them this amount of time gives them time to like start. Then they have a little bit of time where they call it a little bit of false fatigue, where they kind of get like a little bit squirrely. And then about 15, 20 minutes later, they get right back into it. And that is the sweet spot where they really start to like soak it in and really understand what it is they're learning and engage in the things that we're talking about in the classroom. So I'm really excited to have a long extended time with these kids who want more catechesis.
Wonderful. So I think I heard you say this is a holy experiment to try it on Wednesday nights. Yep. So does that mean that the same thing is going to be offered Wednesday nights that's offered on Sunday mornings?
Yes. Yep. And this will just really give me an opportunity to be able to not just treat it like as a Sunday school where, because of the time constraint, I would have to just give one lesson. I can give individual lessons to students in the things that they're really interested in. But this also, if there are kiddos that can't come on Wednesday, but can come on Sunday, that also gives me an opportunity, because I've given these Wednesday kids that are also coming on Sunday a lesson, but these Sunday kids, I can give them the lessons because these other ones have already had it. It's really just going to make it so much easier for everyone to get the individual things that they would really like to have and really have the experience a little more deeply even than what we did have.
It sounds like you're making catechesis more accessible this year, or we're trying something to do that. So if kids can't come every week, does that mean they can't be a part of it?
We are going to strongly encourage they try to come to most weeks. I think that we're going to try to do some like semesters, kind of like the same as E3. We'll probably have the same kind of jump on dates just to try to keep things normal. And the same for families, so that if there is a time where they're not going to be able to come on Wednesdays, then wait till the next jump on date, so that we have some consistency. If that makes sense.
And the jump on dates will be posted
soon.
Later. Soon. Absolutely. And if people have any questions about E3, who should they contact?
Either one of us. Really.
Either one, yes. Through the website or by calling the church. If either of us is available, we'd be happy to answer those questions. And ultimately, then our new colleague, Andrew Peters, will be on board, and he's going to kind of take a lead role in E3 as well. But we're gonna give him a few weeks to get his feet on the ground before we put him in that place. But eventually, he'll be another contact person to help with E3.
Fantastic. It's wonderful that we have so many staff that are involved in this program, support this program, and not just the program, but of course the children in these important years of faith formation. Megan and Bob, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Everyone have a blessed week. Bye.